What about Rachel from Accounts, by the way? This is a major headache now for her, which is Wednesday's budget is likely to contain an extra £15 billion worth of welfare payments paid for by those who work. The message is clear from the budget, which is it does not pay to set your alarm and get up to work because you'll be paying for someone not to. Let's get reaction now from a very high-profile entrepreneur, former Apprentice star and businesswoman Lubna Zaidi. Hi, Lubna. Welcome to Morning Glory.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
You've been very successful in the world of business. What sort of message does it send out that taxes are going to go up whilst benefit claimants will seemingly receive a cash windfall?
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm feeling extremely hopeless and distressed, continuously living in broken Britain. And I think we need to bear in mind that I myself was raised on a council estate. So I do appreciate there are people that definitely do need help. And of course, we should help them. However, I don't trust the current government in making the right decisions at all. And I mean, why would anyone want to continue to stay in this country? It feels as if the country is being invaded in terms of we literally have no borders here. And now it seems as if our personal bank accounts will also now be invaded. And apologies if I sound extremely crude when I say this, but it seems as if the government has pimped out the country and prostituted the rest of us. And this is exactly how I feel, and I'm sure many other people feel the same way.
Most definitely. And it is the messaging from this Chancellor that actually, if you're going to be a wealth creator, and of course, don't forget that the wealth creators provide the investment, the employment opportunities and the tax receipts that keep the lights on. But if you're a wealth creator, or if you're anyone that gets up and puts a shift in, does overtime, skips a holiday, borrows money to start a business, well, you're the enemy.
Exactly. And it's not really rewarding us to work hard. Actually, there are probably certain people that are working and they will choose to now not work because that will likely be more beneficial for them to be on benefits. And I've heard this before as well. Even since a few years, I'm hearing this same thing, that actually it's better for us if we stop working and just sit on benefits. So I'm not sure they're going to be rewarding the right behaviors. I feel that a lot of people who have the means to leave the country, they're already planning to leave, and this will be the final nail in their coffin. And I must say, I'm feeling exactly the same way, because it's about value. Most people don't mind paying if they can afford it and if they can see some value. But a lot of people cannot afford to pay more taxes. And even when we do pay, we don't see the value. So why on earth would we want to stay here? And it's not even just about the people in this country. Why would people outside of Britain want to invest in Britain? Lots of people are steering quite away from Britain, and that's not what we want. We want more people to invest here. We want the right people to come. But sadly, we are more interested in housing fake asylum seekers, for example, and we are more interested in rewarding those people who could probably work, but now they're going to choose not to. So I think this whole government and everything they're doing, they're all over the place. A lot of Rachel Reeves' behaviors in the past have been quite questionable in terms of ethics, and I'm not sure that I personally trust her to get anything right. So Wednesday will be the nail in the coffin, and I think a lot of people will be making a decision as to whether to stay in this country or not.
And as a successful entrepreneur yourself, is that something that you're seriously considering, leaving the country of your birth, the country that you love?
I love Britain, but I think the way my experience, especially the last year, with trying to use the police service and other public services has been horrendous. And I don't understand what I've been paying taxes for. So I can't see the value here. If I do have the means, I will probably likely leave the country. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are many other people feeling exactly the same way. I just feel like, the politicians have raped this country. They're literally raping us publicly. And apologies, like I said, I am gonna, it sounds crude, but it needs to be said. This is absolutely ridiculous. We are trusting these people who have lied to us. In their manifesto, they have said things clearly, and they have done a complete U-turn. And there is, in a democratic society, there's absolutely nothing that we can do about it. We are literally at their mercy. So we're going to have to wait until Wednesday. And then a lot of us, sadly, who can't afford to leave, we're going to have to suck it up. And that is not on. That is absolutely ridiculous. I feel they're completely incompetent. And it's like they have been playing mental gymnastics with us for the past few weeks with the different kind of headlines. This is going to happen, that's going to happen. I mean, I feel like they're running around like headless chickens. They themselves do not know what they are doing. And yeah, I don't feel comfortable living in this country anymore. If I can leave, I probably will. And it's absolutely sad that it's come to this.
And that's devastating because you are a proven wealth creator. You're somebody at the upper end of the financial scale, which means you pay enormous taxes to the Treasury, you employ people, you invest, all of that will be lost. And you speak for many thousands, if not tens of thousands of people who are going to flee the country. The left, of course, keeps saying that's fake news. Well, let's see how that plays out, shall we, in the next year or two. I think it's economic quicksand. I think it's a race to the bottom. And just briefly, if you can, with the clock against us, Lubna, you mentioned illegal immigration, so upwards of 50, 60, 70,000 people entering the country illegally on an annual basis. The cost of servicing government debt, just the interest alone, is now £100 billion a year, which is almost double the education budget. You've got the highest tax burden since the Second World War, and you've got 53% of the population now taking out of the system more than they contribute. If Britain, Lubna, was a business, it will be shut down.
I would say for sure, but can I just clarify that my financial situation has changed in the last a few months, and currently I'm not employing anyone, but hopefully in the future I would love to. But even if I was, it would unlikely be in Britain, right? Because for all the reasons that you've just stated, that this is not the place that I would personally want to invest my money in if I could. And frankly, the way that a lot of us have been treated, I'm no longer to invest my money and time in a country that is not serving me. And when I say, and I say this with a lot of respect, I love this country. It's given me everything. And, you know, I'm extremely grateful for being born here. I feel like I've won the lottery, but not in the current situation. I would not want to invest anything here.
Lubna, lovely to meet you. Do join us again soon in the near future on Morning Glory, a damning indictment of modern Britain from Lubna, who's a proven wealth creator. She's an entrepreneur. She's not currently running a business that employs people, but she has in the past. She will in the future, and she likely won't do it here.